Good morning, chat. What's going on? What's going on? What up? What up? Happy Monday. Oh man, getting the week started. Thanks for the free money this morning. No problem. No problem, brother. Yeah, we in a little oil trade. So yeah, we getting the week started off right. Yeah, hopefully everybody's good. I just wanted to hop on here and do just some weekly prep. Just some levels, some stuff we're looking at, so you guys know the deal. Let's clean up some of this stuff from last month's contracts. Yeah, if you did take oil from my comments this morning saying that I was taking it, then it probably is wise to go break even at this point. I have not done it myself yet. I can log into Top Step though in a second. I'm up like 275, 280. Up about a 1-to-1 right now. So yeah, we're gonna set this to break even. If you are in it from again my comments this morning saying I was taking it. The thing with this is though, unfortunately this didn't do what I thought it did. What I had thought this did this morning, and I'll explain like why I thought this, but I thought we had taken out this wick to the left here, which we in fact did not. We did play into like a little bit of the extreme liquidity down here. If you're gonna like highlight the pocket of money that's there. But we didn't take the wick, and that is what I thought we did. And then I essentially was just taking, again, this chart is not a great example of it. I was playing a high effort candle erase. Maybe just the volume's picked up, so it looks a little different right now. Let me just get rid of our third candles. Yeah, I think the other chart just had more volume behind it, but I was playing the high effort candle erase. So again, my confirmations don't really exist here, unfortunately. But I was looking at, what was I looking at? It was like WTI, USD, or WTI, yeah, it's like whatever this Owanda feed is. Well, this looked a little bit better, because this had like the wick fill, and then this candle had a little bit more effort behind it, so I decided to take the stab, again, mostly because of the wick fill. Unfortunately, this is not on the futures chart though, so it's kind of hard to justify when we kind of bring the futures chart into it. But either way, we're break even. We're chilling. So, and it's also Monday, so I'm not looking to take too much risk today. So yeah, a little bit of a disparity. I wouldn't be surprised if this comes back to take out this wick now, because we haven't. But aside from that, man, I mean, we are in a pretty good POI. Again, we've taken liquidity below these candles. You know, played into the inefficiency a little bit. So not a terrible POI to try from. Again, if we don't rally from here, we'll probably continue just moving down, potentially even taking out the 70.51 wick. But if we do rally from here, we'll see if we can't get a nice move up to like 78. Yeah, that's just this morning's trade idea. Again, I don't typically trade Mondays, don't typically sit at my desk at all on Mondays, but I had some time this morning. Although I do have some stuff later, so I won't be like micromanaging this. Let's take a look at some other stuff. Actually, before we even get into pairs, let's take a look real quick at some of the news for this week. I know it's rather light. Let me pull up my dashboard real quick. Let me see. So yeah, let's do high impact. High impact US only. Yeah, we have FOMC minutes. Jackson Hole Symposium going on this week. We have Powell speaking on Friday, so there's no really high impact events. Medium impact, we have, again, some Fed speeches, jobless claims, which are weekly events. So pretty light on the news. Not really looking at too much here. Again, we do have FOMC minutes, but I don't expect that to... I don't expect it to be crazy. It could have some volatility, but nothing that I'll pay attention to. So let's take a look at so some of this stuff is doing. DXY. Little update to the DXY here. So last time I really updated this chart for any reason was back when we made this climactic volume, expecting basically this just for this to format a new range. Whether that's going to work itself out as an accumulation or a redistribution is kind of yet to be seen, I think. I think we're still expanding this range out. Obviously, we're, pushing the bounds of the high here. Right, creating these things like the upthrusts and creating like the STs and the phase B down here. So, starting to kind of expand this out a little bit. Last time we talked about it in the premium on the live stream inside the Discord there was when this big scary 4-hour candle was forming. And honestly, I had told you guys, I was like, I don't really trust that candle. Anything inside of me was all kind of news-driven. Data didn't really support it. Not entirely surprised this thing ended up spilling over in the longer scheme of things. I know Saint asked me in the Discord what I thought about us pushing below this low. And again, I still think we're forming a range here. I don't think we're going to look to do anything too crazy. I do think we'll probably rally off these lows again and probably come back and interest for me would be taking out this data high from last week now that we've kind of pushed below some of this market structure here. Just roll some highlights there, right? So we pushed below these two lows. Probably going to come back for this like data high now. Again, keeping in bound with the broader range. Again, you might even make a new high above here. It's a possibility. Again, as you build out the range, again you're gonna push the bounds of the highs and the lows. Grab that liquidity and then return back to the average until we get a clear phase C. So, kind of how I perceive the dollar. I probably would trade this potentially with a bullish bias. Again, this is not my macro fundamental direction, so it's going to be tough for me to execute on dollar buys personally, especially if you're looking at things like gold sells, which we'll explore the gold chart itself here. Things like Nasdaq, the Dow might be tough to fight, at least based off current data. But yeah, man, as far as the DXY is concerned, I do expect this range to kind of keep just developing itself. There is the chance that we fall out of this. And this range doesn't live as long as I believe it will. Yeah, I mean, if we close below like 101.50, it's possible this just runs and maybe this is like a lower time frame action, and this is like your phase C. It's like a type 2 redistribution. That'd be really ugly though. I don't know. I'm not a fan of that. I don't think that's the reality. Somebody DM me to turn this down a little bit. All right. Let me see what we got in chat here real quick. Break even on oil, secure 250 for the day. Oh, beautiful, bro. Shit, that's fucking ecstatic, bro. And listen, any day where you can claw in like 250, 300 bucks from the day and be break even with some partials still running is a good day. It's a great day in my opinion. What's that playlist? I'll drop the playlist for you. 1 second. Drop the playlist for y'all. Chat ever loads, okay. Let's see, Matt said closing one contract, leaving one open, gotta lock in my $200 day at least. Yeah, I mean, listen, bro, the fact that we got 2 people locked in with over $200 for the day is a good start to the day, man. Again, I have not secured anything myself because I'm only up about 300 bucks, so I don't really have partials to secure yet. But if we do begin to actually start taking some liquidity, because we've made a nice move, but I haven't really done too much here yet. We start to push above. What am I up right now? 280. Yeah, I need at least 500 to pull from this. So yeah, I need this to break out. I need this to push the bounds of 76 before I can take any money out, I think. Unless I fully close, which I don't want to do. Oh, that's the plan, Matt. Yeah, listen, for those of you that had... I didn't have as much on it. I only have 6 micros. So if you guys went in with a full mini or more, then yeah, you're in a great spot. It's a Monday though. I wasn't trying to trade like that. Dom, what's going on, bro? Alright, what time is it? 9:14. The stream's not going to be too long today, fam, so let me just update this DXY chart real quick. So I could send this in the Discord so people have the map for the week. Let me just find a good... It's on the 2 hour. Get rid of this long, I don't need that. Really, we should be executing below here. Alright, new range to form. Let's just change this. It's no longer a question, really. Just arrow out of here. Send that out. No, we don't need this. We don't need these reminders of where we know we're buying at the low side and playing sells at the top. Alright, let's mark this off as taken. I have to set up these little template things, right? Templates. Yeah, I gotta hold on, let me see. Save this as the chat. Because not just be able to right click this shit. Check. Okay. Alright, so that means we also need the hourglass. If we fail to come grab this liquidity, it's gonna be... This is also not forming. It's also not new. If we do fail the rally, it's probably going to happen somewhere around this long candle here. I'm going to try to refine this area down, because I just don't like it being that wide. Which we might not be able to do. Okay, yeah, we're not able to do that. Alright, yeah, so... If we wipe this lone candle, this is going to be where we're going to find the most immediate supply. I know some people are probably asking, why not this one? But I'm pretty much just adopting the logic that when there's more than one lone candle, typically what I tell you guys to do is always pick the deeper liquidity one. Just because, again, that's going to usually have more power behind it, more intent behind it. But you certainly could reject off this candle as well. We'll just mark this as decision point. /LC. Yeah, this is pretty basic. Again, we're not looking to execute off this. We're just building a roadmap with this. Again, we're looking for, I'm not opposed to us playing more down here, but... for something like this week out of our path. Trading away from this liquidity grab towards 102.82. And there's not much news this week, so we're probably going to stay range bound. We do have FOMC minutes, which could add some volatility here, which will also give us more insights to, again, where we want to move. We'll either get some absorption or get some clear rejections off these LCs. Bear with me for a second, though. I'll go send this in the Discord with some captions. About 10 minutes away from the open as well. DXY, unsure thoughts. Alright, so that's sent in there, so we have the intra-week thoughts for the DXY. Again, I would like to see this test down a little bit lower. I wouldn't even be opposed to like a new low. Again, we're probably going to form like a smaller intraday range down here. I wouldn't be opposed to like this revisiting, again, the lower bounds of like this throughout Asian session or later, again, after market open today. There's a possibility, but the more you move into this range, the more you should be prepared for pullbacks in gold and indices and the such. My entry is 75, so plan to exit at 76 if we can get there. How is oil doing? Let's take a quick look at our active trade. She kind of just sitting up here, really. Yeah, I have the same idea. I got a 74.90 something entry, I think, and we're looking for that move up to 76. Just a nice little $1 move. That's all we're looking for there. All right, let's take a quick look at gold. All right, so gold. Here's the thing, man. This is why I don't like the DXY analysis, because the DXY analysis again does potentially call for a small recovery inside of the dollar, which does mean bearish gold to some extent. However, you guys know I don't like to fade all-time highs. I don't like to try to fight all-time highs. This thing is coming off of all-time highs, right? Just made last week. And you guys know me. I would rather continue to bet on all-time highs. Again, though, I'm not ignorant to the fact that there's a couple interesting things here. One, let's look at how we got up here, right? For those of you that don't know how we got up here, right? And this is kind of some old analysis I used on a previous live stream, but we took these lows, again, a lot of sell volume came down, grabbed some liquidity, pushed up, had your sign of absorption. This is just a larger Wyckoff range, just using price to effort analysis, right? Big sell-off, a lot of volume, couldn't break structure. With the valid liquidity grab, this continued higher. We talked about this previously, not gonna, bore you guys with it, but we expected all-time highs from that type of action. Now that we've gotten all-time highs, this matters a whole lot less, right? So we've already achieved something from this. So I have to look at like what new data we have with those all-time highs, and I'm not entirely a big fan of it. It's typically, if you're gonna create a new cycle and you're gonna continue to push all-time highs, typically you're gonna have some like good buying volume behind that. And some people are gonna debate this, and that's okay, but like this volume is not like very convincing to me. It's some of the highest bullish volume we've seen on the move up, sure, but it doesn't really supersede some of this. It's even kind of competing with this early range volume. It's not amazing. It's not a breakout on higher volume, which is what we typically would want to see. So this does lead me to be concerned that like everything above the all-time highs here is just not sustainable. Just like buyers are not committed above the all-time highs, which is why we're fading off. Which could mean that we're looking to look a little bit deeper before we continue. If I was just playing off like this 4-hour chart, there's a lot of like interesting POIs here. You can say maybe this is just forming like a lower time frame reaccumulation and you play like off of here maybe, or maybe there's something hidden inside of here we can't see right now, or you're looking at like the deeper pullback and you're like, this fucking wick here, which is pretty much the same data wick from the DXY that we just looked at, is like, I can't really trust this shit. We're probably going to end up filling this out and playing with the old reaccumulation, which is over here. So those are like my first like initial things, is like, we're playing with an all-time high, I don't really want to fight that. And again, maybe this still does make a fresh high, or play with the internal stuff up here, but I'm not fully convinced that price action is sustainable. This is not screaming something as simple as like this. And cool, maybe we get that. Again, I would prefer to see this, but I'm ruling it as like the lower end of the probabilities right now based off what I'm seeing. And I can only trade off what I see. So I do think there's some potential that we revisit like under 25.14. And again, if the DXY can get some strength behind it and we push past that lone candle and everything, we're probably looking at like 24.70. Again, this might be slow, it might be painful. Again, there's not really too much news, so again, like the path on this could be really annoying, where it's like you come up here again, come take out this, and it's like you're just like very like annoying for some time until we do this. But I do kind of see that being a potential. So that's number one. Alright, and why I'm kind of a little skeptical of us continuing. Let's take a look at some of these lower time frame charts though. So like again, look how much buying volume is behind this candle, and it's like we pushed up not only once but then like twice, and there's just no buying activity. This is just driving up price as much as they can to get a great exit, is all this tells me. It's just all of this is unsustainable as of now. Again, this can develop further, we can certainly reaccumulate here. Again, we've only pushed above this for a day, and that day being Sunday action, Friday action, not really midweek type shit. So I do want to be a little cautious on this. Two areas I'm looking at here. I'm pretty sure we take this out at some point. So I want to see what happens below this. If we leave this though, and we first push up into like the pocket or form a new high on even lower volume, then I'll look to trade into this, and I'll actually look to even hold that into 24.69. So I think, again, much like the DXY, this is just the same thing. It's like, dude, can we get one more attempt down that confirms a trade for us, gives us like an execution model, and then can we play away from that? So again, this is not ideal. This, like, I don't sit here and say like this is what I want to happen. This is like, again, with fresh all-time highs, you guys know me, man. I would rather bet on the all-time highs. I'm just not seeing it. So if an execution model sets up to the sell side, I'm definitely looking at like a continuation like this. And again, a lot of this is coming in from the fact that I don't see any sort of sustainable buying after this candle. Just don't see it. I just don't see the commitment from them. I think sellers can take advantage of that. So that's gold. I'll craft a better, more detailed chart there for the Discord after I get off. I just want to look at NQ and the Dow here. Before we open. See, these are the thing too, is like I'm not really looking to fight these, but I wouldn't be surprised if they fade off either, because like, again, look at this. This is just prepping to take structure. It's just reaccumulating, very weak. You know, this probably spikes up at some point and it's just not sustainable, and then comes out and takes out this whole move. Again, same thing. Like, these are probably the same data lows. Like, I just don't trust this at all. So unfortunately, it looks like my bias is going to be pretty clear across everything. The only thing that concerns me, I think, is the Dow. The Dow has not fully filled out its inefficiency yet. I'm not sure where this one ends up. Maybe the LP. This is pretty high though. No long candle or anything inside of here. Yeah, the Dow is not as nice, but I would potentially short a failed rally inside the Nasdaq. Gold under specific conditions. Oil we're already long on. The DXY, again, if the DXY starts playing in our direction, then I don't see why we can't get that. So again, I think with the lack of news, again, something could set up. This is not my preferred. I don't prefer to have these biases, by the way. I wish I could find a clear buy setup for this week. Unfortunately, I just don't see it. Which actually kind of gives me more confidence into it, because like I'm trying to force a long bias and I'm struggling to do it. So that actually kind of gives me confidence to execute against it a little bit. Gold still pushing, took partials on Friday before the end of day. Between that and this oil trade, I'm chilling for the week. Yeah, what's your entry on gold though, brother? Because I'm not speaking too much confidence into gold for you. But I think you have like a stupid entry, like you're like in from like down here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have like a sub 2400 entry, which is a different situation, brother. Yeah, man, let me know if you guys agree. I don't know if you guys agree, you guys disagree. I know we have the open here, so we'll see how some of this stuff reacts. If you're looking for a trade today, which again, I'm already in an oil trade, so I won't be trading these. Yeah, to be honest with you, I don't need like anything at the open here. We didn't even take that off. Yeah, there's nothing here I would like in particular. If I was day trading today, I'd probably be looking at high effort erases inside of inside or around the open here into 10 a.m. Ideally, you would move down to this liquidity pocket though. You would play somewhere that's more liquid. But also, ideally, this would have... Sorry, that's not the arrow. Ideally, this would have taken out this lone candle. Because if it did, then I would play this liquidity pocket. But again, I'm not day trading today specifically. And honestly, again, like I said, this is more likely to, I think, go and run this market structure high. So I would definitely be looking to buy today if I was trading today. Not to say that I'm not trading today, it's just that I'm in this oil trade from earlier, and I typically don't trade Mondays. So it's either this oil trade works out, or I just don't partake today. Entry was 2406 on the Forex side. Okay. That actually makes a difference. 24, yeah, you're, bro. Okay. Yeah, you're chilling. I mean, you've taken partials already. Again, like I said, this is probably gonna revisit the highs one more time. If you get a clear sell signal up here, maybe just book more off of it. But again, I do think there is some potential for, at the very least, for us to take out like this move here. So again, I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm not. We'll find out later throughout the week here. But yeah, fam, I'm usually not live on Mondays. It's also my mom's birthday, so I want to make sure I go get to talk to her and go get some brunch or something and just enjoy my day. But yeah, quick stream this Monday morning. I don't know if there's anything else you guys want to comment on or have me analyze. Again, very light news week. We will be live again Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday throughout the open with actual executions. Again, I took that early morning oil trade. Some of you guys are in that with me, some of you guys are not. But it is Mama's birthday, so I want to go spend some time, you know. But y'all let me know in the chat, man, how y'all feeling. Let me see. I'm gonna do a quick run through here though, real quick if you open. And no, prices just closed those 5-minute candles. NQ, yeah. See the Dow still has got more work to do, man. Filling this inefficiency. I wouldn't be surprised if NQ does run this supply, but don't be surprised if I short it this week. If it does that, again, gold, I would like this to rally up one more time, potentially making some execution models, and oil was just a chill and hold game for me. Even EU filled this out. Why didn't we continue last week off that? Mining by volume. Yeah, I don't know, man. Call me crazy, but I think this week is setting up for a little bit of a dollar rally. Appreciate the birthday comments from Mother. But yeah, family, listen, I'm gonna wrap it up there. I'm gonna make sure everything is good. I'll see you guys in the trade room this week in the Discord. Love and appreciate y'all. It's your boy Skag, and I'm tuning out. Enjoy the music for a few minutes.